What is up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. We are halfway through the week on this wonderful Wednesday, and I hope it has been good to all of you out there. Thank you, everyone who has watched the videos, commented, liked, subscribed, all of that stuff. If you have not done so yet, please hit the subscribe button, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it around. I will say, first and foremost, that I do understand it's only spring training baseball, but I want to put shed a little bit of light on some players who have been performing well. That could change, at any moment. But I wanted to go ahead and put this out there. I know there's been a lot of videos, with the grading price increase, talking, I seen Natsman did one, I think Slab Stocks, or I think that was who it was, did one. There's probably a few others out there, talking about, did the grading price increase affect flagship rookies being graded, that sort of thing. And there was a lot of good points brought up, but I wanted to tell you guys, if you truly love baseball, there is some opportunities to be had in the sport. Baseball is a grind. It's not you don't sprint. I know people, are already talking about, especially with SGCs, turnaround times, being able to get cards first to market. And you have to understand, not every player turns out to be great, especially in baseball. I'll give you a perfect example. I have a ton of 2019 update Keston Heroes. I thought the kid was going to be, he was the talk of 19 update. Obviously, you had Vlad in there. But, that's just some examples of guys who were thought to, be really good, and they just haven't panned out quite yet. It's not to say they won't. But one thing you got to remember, it could take a year or two for a guy to find his rhythm or change his batting style or whatever, and it start to click with him. So just keep that in mind. We like to grade cards early, but sometimes there's some hidden gems that could be dug up, and just keep an eye on that. Some of these names that are on here, they're not guys that have been, really popular or anything, and this is another reason I want to do this. You might be able to, I know card shows are popping up. You might be able to find some good cards, some parallels, some autos, things like that. Maybe in a value box at a card show, a $1 box, 50-cent box, whatever. And, who knows? These guys are playing really well. They could perform during the season. 2020 was a crazy year, with baseball especially. So I just want to go over a few guys and share it with you now. First on my list, and some of these are obvious. You can just go and look up stats. There's guys, again, I'm not going to have everybody on here, but I wanted to point out some. And yes, it's pretty obvious if you go look at spring training stats. But the first guy I want to mention is obviously Joey Gallo. Guy's been crushing the ball in spring training. Two cards I want to mention to focus on would be his 2015 Topps Chrome number 204. I believe it's a short print, and it looks to be going roughly around $20 to $25. And then he also has 2015 Topps Update number US 103 that's going for roughly $5. You could probably look for parallels or something like that, and maybe pay just a couple bucks more. His stats so far in 2021, he's had 14 at bats with a 429 average. He's hit 5 home runs and 14 at bats. That's the reason I'm mentioning him. And he has 9 RBI. Now, the 429 average is the thing I want you to keep the most eye on. The home runs and stuff, that's not surprising. 2019, he only played in 70 games, and he hit 22 home runs. I didn't mention his 2020 stats because obviously that season was it was a mess. Now, I do have some cautions to take on him. He does have a very high strikeout rate, and historically his average has been low. But his average in spring training in those years also were low, so that's why I said keep an eye on that 429 average over the course of this 2021 spring training and see if he carries that through, and it could carry over into the regular season. Maybe he found something with his swing. Maybe he's not swinging at bad pitches, Maybe he's just more relaxed. Who knows? But anyway, he has had 2 seasons of 40-plus homers, but both years his average basically averaged out to about 200. I think one of them was like 209 or something like that. I don't have his stats pulled up, but his average was just barely over 200, and then he had over 200 strikeouts one year and like 196 another year. So keep an eye on the average in spring training and see if it pulls through into the regular season. If so, Joey Gallo could have one hell of a year, and we all know what that does. Also, I want to mention some of these guys, they are, older. I think Gallo's like 27. But the reason I am mentioning them is because of what we seen last year with Randy Arozarena, who is 26 years old. So obviously age isn't mattering as much for people in the sports card market. If a guy gets hot and starts putting up numbers, people are going to love him. So, did want to mention Gallo, even though he is up there in age. He's not someone I would normally mention to keep an eye out for. But so far he's doing good, and he is right there around Arozarena's age. Next up is a guy from 2020, Nico Hoerner. The cards I would say to focus on would be his Topps Chrome number 161 and 2020 Topps number 70. You can pick up refractors and parallels around the $20 range. I know I've seen a pink refractor for $5, and I also seen his 2020 Topps, the gold, and it was roughly $5. Now, one thing I want to mention on the Topps Chrome, and it might be the same in Update. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. But anyway, be sure you are buying the Topps Series 1 and his actual Chrome card, because his Update cards have a very similar photo. So definitely be sure that you check that. You could end up buying the wrong card, and it might still have value, but not nearly as desired as we all know. The reason I mentioned Nico, 2021 spring stats, he's had 14 at bats. He's batting .692. He's hit 1 homer, 3 RBI, 3 doubles. He's had 2 stolen bases and 0 strikeouts. So again, I'm mentioning it. I'm repeating myself. I know. Yes, this is spring training, guys. Clearly understand that, but keep an eye on him, okay? For 2019 and 2020, he played in 68 games, but he only had 3 home runs. He had a combined .247 average with 5 doubles in 186 at-bats. So, looking at what he's doing so far in 2021, he may be, again, one guy that, picked something up, worked on himself in the off season, and got something that's working for him. I mentioned here, keep an eye on Nico, as he's only had limited playing time in 2019 and then the shortened 2020 season. He seems to be figuring some things out and could be an uptick player for 2021. Also, Jock Pederson is on the Cubs, and Jock Pederson is doing well. So maybe check out some 2015 Topps Chrome refractors of Jock. Maybe look at his autos. Base Chrome of Pederson are only $5. He is another one to keep an eye on, and he is, I know when he was in LA, the Dodgers were good, large fan base, but maybe Jock gets some fan love in Chicago, and he could be a fan favorite out there. So that we'll have to see how that works out. He's a hell of a player. I mean, we've seen him in the home run derby and what he could do. So keep an eye on Nico, keep an eye on Jock. Next guy. Now this is an interesting one. I was blown away at the prices. I probably, let's be honest, the guy's on the Tigers, and I haven't paid any attention to the Tiger box scores because, as Jay Michelin, who I talk to a lot, he just talks about how dreaded the Detroit Tigers are. But Willie Castro, that guy's cards are on a rise. The ones you want to focus on is the 2020 Topps number 509, that wonderful Series 2 set that everybody, said was kind of a waste. 2020 Topps number 509. He also has a Top Chrome Autos, and he has Heritage High number. So far in spring training, he's had 17 at-bats, batting .412 with 3 homers, 9 RBI, and 2 doubles. Again, his cards have already increased, so someone to keep an eye on. He is a Tiger, but he's doing awesome, and I did not even catch this on him in 2020, but last year he actually batted .349 with 6 homers, 24 RBI, 4 doubles, and 2 triples, but maybe he was overshadowed by the strong rookie class, and also being in Series 2 without a Topps Chrome base card. At least I could not find one. I can only find an auto. So, anyway, I have some other guys here to keep an eye on. Bobby Dalbec, for the Red Sox, he's batting .313. He has 4 home runs. Yu Chang, another Topps Series 2 player. He's batting .364 with 3 homers. Helio Ramos, he does have first Bowman's, but he doesn't have a Topps flagship yet. Possible Series 2 guy. He's hitting .389 with 3 homers. Michael Chavis, he's 2019 update, 400 average, 2 homers. Andre Jimenez, I actually like this kid. I think I mentioned him in my video I did, the Too Early to Tell Series 1 video. Unfortunately, he's not in the New York market anymore. He got sent to Cleveland in the deal with Lindor. But he's batting .333 with 2 homers. Daniel Johnson, another guy for the Indians, 2021 Series 1, .364 average, 2 homers. You got another 2019 update guy, Brendan Rodgers. With Arenado gone, they need a star. They got Trevor Story. So maybe Rodgers and Story can team up and, take advantage of that Colorado air. But Rodgers so far is batting .389 with 2 homers. And then you have a guy, I think this guy could be a complete steal right now. But that's Matt Olson, 2017 rookie year. He's batting .500 with 3 homers, 9 RBI, and 14 at-bats. So, guys, I know we all want to get the 2021 rookies and the first to market and everything. And that is very important in this hobby, don't get me wrong. But never give up on, like Gallo is 2015 Topps. Look at what Mookie Betts prices did, last year. Never be afraid to dig in old boxes and look for, rookies. I mean, I hear stories all the time of people that You know, I found a Mike Trout 2011 update I forgot I had, you know, that sort of thing. So don't get discouraged with the grading prices. Look back, you know, we stash rookies. Most all of us at least keep the rookies. Baseball is, you know, it's a unique sport because a guy could blow up at any moment and become a star. You know, he might have a couple years being under the radar, not doing much, getting called up, get called down, that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden something clicks and he becomes a star. So, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Just take a quick early look at spring training. I am so excited baseball is back. I told you guys I was going to be focusing on baseball more. So I just wanted to get this out here. I hope it helped everybody. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of thing. Let me know in the comments what you think about the players I mentioned. Do you like this kind of video? Do you want me to do more of this kind of stuff? And maybe I can start throwing up the cards on screen, throwing up some prices, that sort of thing. But I wanted to try this out and see how it was receptive. And if you guys like it, I'll try to do more of it. But anyway, thank you again for watching. And please, you know, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Click the thumbs up. Or if you don't like it, I always accept the thumbs down. It's only an opinion. And yeah, as always, guys, stay safe. Stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.